voice of great guidance, more healing, and good road ahead to deal with the frequencies of fear that will be everywhere. You will be equipped to handle this frequency because you think with us and vibrate to a different frequency. We do this work with you to dare to do everything that even you were not aware of that needed to change. Yes, like what? What is it that needs to change? The frequency of fear that was controlling you, stopping us from having time with you to do positive work together. So what is this work together that you're talking about? To deal with frequency of everyone who will be on a different wavelength so you can spot it to be a healer on their forward journey. So you're saying that the people that follow you, follow their own guidance, do the work, keep a journal, write down what they're realizing, write their dreams down, write down what came to them that was not from them, something that came through them. And taking note of all these awarenesses is heightening their frequency and making them capable of guiding others. Yes. Finally, you will be free of the hurts that controlled you. That will be why you are capable of helping the others. Wow. Okay, so we have some questions from last week's videos, and I'm going to go with the first one, and here it is. How can we accelerate the process of letting go of this fearful reality, or moving into the next system that will be beneficial to us? Kind of ties into what you've already said. Yes, go ahead. No stress, no fear, no stuck energy from the past that was stopping you from giving us your attention, bringing good frequency to the world. You are both a follower and a leader. Yes. What do you mean by a follower? The vibration we send you to do this work with us? Yes. Brotherly love. Yeah. And sisterly love. Yes. Positive love. Yes. Okay. And the next question is, meditating after dreaming or sleeping, I saw a figure in the forefront of my mind's eye. It was not fully human-shaped, appeared wispy yet solid, translucent yet solid, and light blush, almost like the color of a jellyfish. There was communication, but no talking, more with using feelings. The next evening, the figure appeared briefly at the beginning of my dreams. Is this just my imagination getting the best of me? I will continue dream journaling, as I have always had vivid dreams and always remember them. Thank you. And here they go. Strong energy. Yes. You will have more of these dreams, visions, whatever you called them. Yes. They are real. We are the energy that you described. Yes. Valuable soul connection. Ways to start over now. This frequency is your energy field, but will feel like giving you a surprise. Start to call on us to bring ways to each interstellar experience, because that is the healing that will be from a higher dimension, that will be strong energy to do fast healing when the shift takes place. Okay, let's talk about this shift. What's this shift? Strong frequency of inner galactic turn of events will happen suddenly, and you will be doing your part with the guidance you have been receiving. First time you bring this to a healing will be life-changing for the greater good, in time to stop the frequency that you deliver, to end the suffering that all will need at the future events. Yes. Okay. Wow. And the last question is, am I at the right job? you ask a question that brings the answer at the same time. Explain that. You ask the question because you need to find the right frequency. Quit fighting the change that you must make. Yes, you will be guided when you start to write down the instances of clarity that you receive. Start to do that, and you will be amazed at the awareness this brings on your opportunities to do better. Yes. Okay, so you just need to start writing things down as you realize them. What they're really saying here is you're already getting the guidance, but it seems so once in a while, or just a little whisper of a thought. It seems irrelevant to you, but that's what's guiding you. That's what you're missing. And as soon as you start doing that, you're not going to be disconnected anymore. Yes, a big difference. Positive, high vibration. Finally, you will be free of the thoughts that fear controls. Okay, so the guides are going to finish the session with their closing message now. And here they go. You call guidance up whenever you need us. Yes, we are always available to you, but you must start writing down the feelings you get, because that is where the best talks are happening. Okay, so you're talking about the feelings or telepathy. Yes. Vibration match. Right. Okay, in order to enhance that vibration match, you all need to be writing down the subtle guidance, the subtle knowingness, understandings, clarity that you're getting. They're not great big documentaries. They're little one-liners. They're a few words. They're mostly feelings. Yes. Vibration and energy that was missed. No time to waste. Fear takes over when you are stuck in frequency of hopelessness. In future talks with us, we start the conversation, but you must write them down to become proficient at vibrating to us. So you are never lost again.
Hi, I'm Linda Deer. Welcome to Reflections on Guided. Guided is my true life story of how I mastered living in two worlds at the same time. This resulted in higher learning, influenced by my spirit guides and angels that provided powerful ways to solve life's problems while discovering who I was. Chapter 2. Torment brings my guides into focus. Like clockwork, just before my mother's daily beatings began, I ran away from home. I was 20 months old and deeply disappointed with the family situation, especially my mother. Like all of the mornings before, I knew what was in store for me that day. I ran away. Little did I know how this one action would not only bring me to my knees, but reunite me with my real family, my spirit guides and angels, making sense of everything going forward. My life was about to change forever. The day that I ran away, the nagging disappointment I felt about my mother turned into terror after the police officers who found me walking down the median of the expressway, looking for my dad, had brought me back home. That's how things were handled in the 1950s. There was no child protective services. So rather than these police officers seeing that something was wrong, this incident was passed off as a family matter. So after they brought me home and they left, my mom beat me into unconsciousness. Upon waking up on the floor in a puddle of water that I expect my mother doused me with in her attempt to revive me, I now felt completely out of options. In that deep despair, I tried one last thing. I cried out loud, asking for someone to help me, even though no one was physically there. Doing that instantly released my panic, and in that leap of faith moment, the pressure all fell away. Everything got quiet. Like a curtain opening, my spirit guides and angels appeared all around me. In that moment, I realized they had been there all along. They weren't strangers. They were familiar to me. Reflecting back, there were two things I did that allowed them to reach me in that desperate moment. First, my sincere intention when I asked for help. Second, I was instantly released from the emotional pressure that consumed me, so they could finally reach me. This was the foundation upon which I would build this solid communication bridge to my guides throughout the rest of my life. Seeing behind this elusive curtain enabled me to break through the noise, drama, terror, the panic, fear, threats, hopelessness, and the lack of love so prevalent in this world. In an instant, I was transported into a calm and supportive place where nothing was loud and everything was easy to understand. I no longer felt frozen. In fact, everything that this world lacked was abundant on the other side of that curtain. No wonder I missed where I came from at just 20 months old. Where is the love? The love is where you came from before you got here. You brought the love with you. It's who you are. Even with your inherent amnesia, a consequence of coming into this world, the one thing you never forget and have always longed for is the love. That's why everyone wants it. And yet, when they have it, they don't want it. Why is that? It's because it's not their love. At 20 months old, I remembered this when formally meeting my guides for the very first time. I was relieved to know I was not alone, that someone was on my side, someone who loved me. Reflections on Guided is an addendum to my best-selling autobiography, Guided, winner of the 2017 Body, Mind, Spirit International Book Award. These reflections are answers to many questions received from the thousands of fans of my story. As I reflected back on what I wrote, even I was astounded by the revelations I experienced reliving my life again.